Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. 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 Anything negative, cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my fucking mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. I tell you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase them? Face it, I don't give up quick, I don't give up shit, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
My bad, I forgot to add this to the stream. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Late Show, episode number 8. Bass, how you doing? Yo. Them cowgirls got shellacked. Yes, I did want to start off the show like that. What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday. I don't know how many of you guys have to work tomorrow, but I don't, so I'm just chilling tonight. So we're going to go ahead and go through Southpaw. Bath is sitting there a little salty right now. It's all right. It's all good. But, all right. So we got Bama, Mr. Willie Cut, ND Southpaw, Bear, Strange and Weird. That's my boy Adam. What's going on, dude? Who else we got here? Miss Lorna, Kaylin Leah, yes. I looked at that shit wrong. I looked at it wrong, sorry. But what's going on? Mr. G Rides, what's up? What else we got in this? Larry Candace, what's going on this evening? Bama, did I say Bama already? If I missed you guys, say hi. We're very friendly over here. Frankie Too Sweet, what's going on there, guy? So we just gonna shoot the crap and maybe recap a little bit of the week in Paranormal. Play some videos here and there. You see, everybody see Bass's. So what are you looking at that's got you salty as hell like that right now? You looking at me on screen like that? It's got you giving me the evil eye.
I'm looking at chat.
All right, I thought you were giving me the evil eye. All right, so
I'm done with that. I'm about to burn it all down. I'm done with
it. You done with the Cowboys?
I'm done with it. You see, my flag's not hanging anymore. I'm done with them. Burn the shit down. Burn it all down. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. So it's all good. It's all good. You want to tell them what you foreshadowed this coming, right? Didn't you tell that? Didn't you tell that to your boss? So you want to explain to the people what you said
I
to the
told
boss that
Carmine that
exactly?
earlier this last week.
Stop. Watch it. Watch it.
I told him.
But
I told him earlier last week. It wouldn't surprise me if Green Bay comes in and beats the Cowboys. Why? Because that would be the most cowboy thing to do. That's why.
yeah, Bam, I am having fun with that loss. I am. I don't know if you guys have ever heard me tell it before, but me and him did have a bet.
I don't want to hear it.
We had a bet going. They're gonna hear it. We had a bet going for crazy long, and it was just me. I would lose. Like he didn't have to do anything. Like if the Cowboys won the Super Bowl, I would get a Dallas Cowboys star tattoo. That ain't never happened. I think it went on like 12 years, and when I finally called it and was like, "Yo, this is just never gonna happen." Right? Yeah, it was about 12 years. That stop looking at me like that. Bass, you still have that Guyver figurine. Yeah, Bass got a few of them now. He's working on. You're working on a. You got like 5 Guyvers, right? You're working on a Deathstroke, aren't you? Matter of fact, yeah, put that up on camera. Let me see it, because I didn't stop by your house earlier.
What up on camera?
Oh, well, show them the initial
what
Deathstroke that you had printed. The initial Deathstroke you had printed. The first Deathstroke, the one
body.
piece. Yeah, the whole one piece. So is the bet off? Yeah, we'll cut.
It's just like 5 feet away now. If you're like getting up.
That bet's been null and void for like the last 8 years. Like legit. What's up, Bass? Strange. But yeah, I don't. It's just not gonna happen, dude. Jerry Jones meddles too much. But you know what? I would not be surprised if Bill Belichick goes to the Cowboys. That wouldn't surprise me. Then the Cowboys might actually win something. But everybody knows it wasn't Belichick, it was Tom Brady, so whatever. But yeah, I'm never gonna get a Dallas Cowboys star tattoo. It's not gonna happen because they're not gonna win in my adult life. So, call it out, see it. Yep. All right. So,
yo, you know what? Hold on. You know what? Frankie's Too Sweet. If you want the shit, man, I'll send it to you. Send Truth your email, your address or whatever, and I'll mail it out to you. I'm not gonna charge you for it.
Yeah, send me your address to the email going across the bottom there, and I'll give Bash your address. He'll get it to you. Because I think he's got like 8 Guyver figures floating around in your room somewhere. Like I got a Guyver helmet sitting in my car.
Yeah, something like that.
Alabama got a new coach. Yeah, I saw that. What's his name left? Yeah, like 2024. 2024 is starting off pretty interesting. We got shakeups in sports. We got aliens showing up at the malls. You know what I'm saying? We got political stuff going on. People showing up to their hearings and they're not really supposed to be there. It's weird stuff. You know what? I want to bring up a video. We showed that video on Chris Henry's show, right?
Yeah.
That we didn't show that over here, right? Yeah, we didn't. I don't think we.
Depends on which one you're talking about.
So, the one where the guy catches the thing walking in the clouds.
No.
I don't think we showed that over here, right?
No.
Hold up. Chance. What, dude? Hold on a second.
No, we didn't show that one. Yeah. You guys don't understand. I mean, a nice little dinner. Gonna enjoy the Cowboys game, but they pulled out that. I don't want to curse, but you guys know how I'm feeling right now. Obviously. Fucking bullshit.
All right. So what was I doing? I was pretty. Yo, Wilcut, I sent you an invite, dude. I was going to. Gosh, what the hell is your message? There it is. Yeah, 2024 is the year of receipts, ladies and gentlemen. The year of receipts.
It's out.
What? What are you talking about? Close out what?
Now I'm trying to close something out on my damn laptop and it's not closing out. I'm trying to close something out on my laptop and it's not closing out.
Oh, you got me shutting down windows on my shit. What's going on over here? All right, let me go back to what I was doing over there. Now, this video came out around the same time that the last week, around the same time that we did the video about Miami. Which thank you guys for going over and watching that video we did about the Miami invasion. Honestly, I think that something happened down there. And Bass, did I send you the video about the let me add Mr. Willie Cut. Did I send you the video about the dude who this was like a few days after the Miami incident? He said he ordered some food and he normally just meets his DoorDasher at the door, and this time he decided to look out the peephole, and he said what got out of that car wasn't human. Yeah, I didn't send you that video?
I just heard something about that earlier.
Yeah,
Who was telling me about it?
You said that whatever got out of that car wasn't human. Can you guys hear this cat? I can't. Loki, go away, dude.
Yep, I hear it.
Share screen. Go be like toasting and go fall asleep somewhere. All right, so this video here is really interesting. I'm talking about the cats, dude. This video right here that I'm about to put up on the screen is really interesting. It looks genuine because of the guy's reaction to it. Now, I am actually more intrigued by this than, say, the nonsense videos that are coming out from Miami, because now there's videos about the Miami stuff that are coming out, and they're like, oh, somebody took a real photograph picture, and you can look at it and you can plainly see it's an AI image, or this is like an AI generated video. Like, you know why I know that? Because I use the AI apps and I know how like the hands morph and does all that stuff. You guys aren't fooling people. The eagle-eyed people aren't being fooled. So stop. There may be legit maybe legit video evidence of what happened down there, but as far as I'm concerned right now, a lot of it is BS. And you guys are perpetrating because you want clicks and likes and views and all this other stuff. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, because when you get found out that you're putting out there false stuff, people are going to stop watching you. Like the creepy thing crawling up the sidewalk, that's still making the rounds. People saying that's what it looked like. No. If I wanted to be bothered, I'd look up the video right now and I'd show you where that came from. But I digress. This one here, though,
It was good.
I don't know. Yeah, it's good.
Oh, not much. Been on the phone with Miss Wendy today. Talked to her. Talked to Barry Browning earlier.
Cool.
He might be popping in here shortly.
Nice. Well, Barry's all right. So now, what the hell is that? All right, whatever. This video,
Miss Wendy from across the pond.
Oh yeah.
So I'm about to put this up on screen. You guys in chat, tell me what you think of this, because this guy's reaction sounds genuine to me. All right, I just got an email. I think that was pop this thing up always. All right, Frankie, I got you, dude. I'm gonna send it to Bass after the show. All right, you know what? I'm gonna keep us on screen. Why not? All right, so like I said, this video right here. What? All right. Turn it down a little bit because it's a little loud. All right, you guys see it? It's up on screen?
Yep.
All right. Go.
Holy fucking shit, guys.
Go. What do you guys think that is? Look at that.
Definitely weird.
Like,
Because seeing a cane.
now check this out. This falls right in line, right? This falls right in line with, say, those videos that have been popping up of faces that are looking in and out of the sky. The ones that were looking up at the moon, looking down at the moon. You remember those that came up a couple weeks ago, which was actually stuff that came up last year. This lines up right with that. How tall you think that's Godzilla size? What do you think? How tall is Godzilla, chat? I don't know.
Well, by this, it has to be about
At least 100 feet.
I was going to say at least 80.
Like, look at that. So it's not a safe because it doesn't have the
Yeah, that's just a walking stick.
yeah, it's a walking stick, but this is definitely a robe, and from the looks of it, the light in the background, like it just appears. You see what I'm saying? But
well, not only that one lightning to the right, when it flashes, it doesn't distort it. Then the one on the left, that bright orange, doesn't distort it either.
Mm-hmm. But like you see the outline right here of it, right? So now when you're looking at this, look, you can see this is the shadow of it. So whatever the backlighting there lit it up, so it produces a shadow. So it's producing a shadow coming towards the camera. What is that? This video right here is more interesting to me than the fake stuff that's coming out down there in Miami.
Yeah.
Because like I said, this lines up right with those faces that people are seeing in the sky. And have you got Bass? I don't know if I said to you, you might have came across it. The new octopus UAP videos.
I've seen those.
Like,
and I think they're trash.
What is the light at the bottom of it? Which light, Mr. G? You talking about where, like right here? If you're talking about this right here, this is like car lights or something like that. That's car lights. That's that looks like a stoplight, or no, that looks like a building right there.
Yeah, that looks like a brake light off that one car right there.
Yeah, that's a brake light right there.
All right, I'll put it to you like this: if everyone has been through a major city at some point in time, look at it like a building. Is it 5 stories, 10 stories, 15 stories, like that?
Hold up here.
That looks like it's about 25 stories tall. So that would be,
Listen,
give or take 10 to 12 feet between. Hold on, give to take 10 to 12 feet between each floor. So you're probably looking around. Probably looking around 18, 19 stories tall.
so please tell me I'm wrong about this. Now, this is an interesting video nonetheless, right? But dude, something's not clicking with me here. And it's not that I think the video is fake. I think this is legit. It's something that's in this video that is like, see this right here?
Mm-hmm.
Nodule. I don't think that's part of the hoodie.
I'm thinking it's like a
I don't think
hood.
I don't think it's part of the cloak or the hood. Like you can see it right there. It's lighter than this, right?
Yeah, okay.
So, guys,
Could be because of the movement.
guys, no way. Is this what I think? This can't be what I think it is. Wait a second. What is this right here? Look right here, right? You see this part right here? That's not part. That right there isn't part of this. That's not part of this. You see this right here? That's not part of this either. This is the shadow from it over here. That little tip right there, that's not part of it. Because that's dark. That's darker than the shadow, but not as dark as this.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm reserved. I'm changing my thought theory about this being just a cloak figure. I think this is a Reaper, dude. And you just can't see the top of the scythe. What?
No, because you can see the top of the cane right there at chest level.
I don't know. Because remember that scythe thing has it has that weird handle in the middle of it, right?
Yep, it's got 2 handles.
I don't know.
And it's curved. A scythe is actually curved.
Hold on. What the hell was that? Hold on, kids.
That looks like a cloak figure walking with a large stick.
Yeah.
It's going to be, if it's a scythe or whatever he's saying it's going to be, the scythe is the top of it is at the ground level. You know what I'm saying?
I muted myself. I'm thinking a little bit taller. That tree, he said that tree looks about 40 to 60 feet. Yeah,
I'm thinking that tree is shorter.
That's got to be at least 110 feet. Got to be at least.
That's a park. All right, hold on.
If
That's a parking lot.
Looks at the bottom.
This looks like it's a newish. Oh, it looks like it's a newish parking lot, which means that tree isn't that old. That tree is maybe
20, 25.
20 feet.
I'm thinking the shadow figure is it no more than 100 feet past that tree.
Mr. G, that red glare, I think that's just ambient from the camera flare from when it because lightning strikes or whatever. I think that red is just camera flare. You guys remember a while back when I caught that weird lightning? It looked digital. Yep. That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Okay, she just enlarged it. I thought that was a building, but it's a tree. Yeah. So hold on, let me go back to this. So we'll go to. All right, so check it out. This looks like a water tower, right? What's the height of a standard water tower? And then you take into account this has got to be at least 100 feet, maybe?
150.
150 feet?
About 150 feet up. Standard water tower.
All right, and then take into account that we're at a considerable distance from that water tower, right? So what I would say, that looks maybe about 150, maybe 200 yards.
Yep.
150, between 150 and 200 yards. That's 150. That's usually between 100 and 150 feet tall. Dude, that's like Empire State Building height, dude. Quite positive. How many floors is
that wouldn't be Empire State Building height.
Well, if this is 150 feet,
you're
but
off.
You got to think.
No, what am I off on?
The distance from that water tower to where the cameraman is, distance from cameraman to this tree in the middle where the shadow is.
Yeah,
that's probably a quarter mile away where that water tank is.
Yeah, because this tree is closer. So that's got to be, how tall is it?
60 to 80 feet.
That shadow.
Yeah, because you got to think, when it comes out and you see that cane, it really ain't that far from the tree.
So this
so it puts it closer to the cameraman than the water tank.
I think this is further back than the water tank.
Because the way I'm going by it is, the way it looks, the feet have got to be just 100 feet back behind this tree. Because if it was as tall as that water tank, we'd only see the bottom half of the body, basically waist down, from the camera angle and everything.
Brian Hall and Holly said towers are about 130 feet tall. So this, all right. So 100. Sorry, we'll take that number. We'll go 130 feet. Right. So this is in fact. This is at least, in comparison to this. This is at least 4.5 of these, maybe 5.
Yeah.
Probably closer to 5, right? To get to the top of the head.
Yep.
So, I hate math. They're making me do math late at night. What's going on here, people? Hold on.
Right. It's very,
right, so,
it's very simple. Very, very simple. If you're driving into a major city, and you look at the sky, If you're driving into a major city and you see the skyline, right? Look at the buildings. How big would it be compared to a building? What, 10 stories, 15 stories, 25 stories, 80, 100 stories? How big?
Less than 10.
That looked like it would be about a 10 to 12 story building, which means it would be anywhere given if they put the space like each story is like 10 to 12 feet or whatever. So it'd be like give or take 100, let's say roughly 140 to 160 feet tall.
Listen, your math is off.
Or you can use the measurement as a football field.
Listen,
You can use the measurement as a football field.
Don't you want to stay away from football for a while?
Listen. All right. Listen,
man, we're not going to start with this horse shit. I'll hop right off. I don't give a shit.
We're going about this wrong here, guys, because remember, I'm telling you, this is closer than this. And if these, which is a water tower, average 130 feet, which is the number that Miss Holly gave us, so we're going to go with 130 feet tall, right? This is way closer than this. I went with at least 5 of these to equal that height. Now, if these were next to that, I'm guessing it'd be more than that. Now, if these, I'm just going by 5. If it took from this angle, if it took 5 of these to get to that height at 130 feet, that means it's 650 feet tall, which would be what, 6 stories? Because each story is 10 feet. 6.5 stories.
Yeah.
Say 20 stories. Yeah, well, I wonder if dude was wearing his brown pants when he saw that. Honestly. Yeah, the water tower definitely looks closer to the dude than thing. Yeah, so like I'm not the guy with this. I'm not the distances and everything like that. If I could figure that out, we'd know how big that was, but we don't. All right, so take this off screen now. Stop sharing. All right, well, cuz where you at tonight, homie?
Same place.
Oh,
I ain't got to be in Michigan until Tuesday.
Oh, nice. That utility pole is usually it's about 30 feet tall. Yeah, so whoever it was is massive. It just what's today? What's today now? The 14th. All right, so tomorrow's the 15th. I wonder the week of the 15th what else is gonna happen, because it's gonna be. I'm waiting for like I'm waiting for like a Karen to hit a Bigfoot or something, and like call that in. That'd be right on par with what's going on this year in the first 2 weeks.
Well, how long would it take her to call in? Because she's going to bitch for a while.
Let me see your supervisor. Where's the big guy?
All right, so what? All right, I'm gonna X out of this.
I just have a whole lot of angst right now, and I'm just really aggravated.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you do.
I have a lot of angst towards a lot of things.
Yeah, like the video. Yeah, like I said, the videos that are coming out about the. Ooh, what is that? check this out, guys. We're gonna share this one. All right, what do we got cooking here?
Treat. What the is that, dude? What? That's it. Big explosion. Explosion. Holy. Holy guys. Treat. What the is that, dude? What the is that, dude? What the is that?
What the hell?
That's a big ass laser.
Look at that. You know, that thing turned night into day. Look at that. Here's the beam right here. That's the beam right there. What could possibly... This looks like a residential neighborhood, right? So, whose house is getting hit with lasers? That is wild. Hey, Bash, you remember in the early 2000s, what was his name? UFO Dave? I think his name was UFO Dave. He's the one that put out those the information on his website about the, I think it was either Dugway or Tonopah. They had that laser beam that shot up into the sky.
Yep, and it shot something out in the middle of the laser. In the middle of the laser beam, something came out of it from the ground going to the sky that was about the size of a Volkswagen Beetle.
Yep. And they
would have been Dugway.
He said they went to. He said he got a visit, and he was told to take that off his website, and he took it off his website. I don't know if it's still his website's still available. It was called UFO Dave. I think if you look him up, you might be able to find it. But yeah, he caught something he wasn't supposed to be catching. Like what the hell?
Yeah, and he caught it on camera when whatever it was shot up through it. Like it was I'm trying to remember what color the beam was. It wasn't like an amberish color or something like that.
Yeah, it was. Yep. One of those DEWs.
Took like a bunch of photos. He took a bunch of photos. He took a bunch of photos in consecutively, and one of the photos had something the size of a VW Beetle going up through this beam. But was it from where the beam was originated, or was it bringing something in? That's the only thing.
Well, there's actually some stories about beams coming out of places. Sorry. Do you remember the story of Mel's Hole?
Yep.
Famous story from the 90s when Art Bell was on there. For anybody who didn't listen, if you have never heard of Mel's Hole, you need to go onto YouTube or something and type in Art Bell Mel's Hole and listen to that interview about the dude Mel who had a hole on his property. It was the Manastash Ridge in Washington State. Now, the story was that he bought this property, and there was this. What did he say? It was a 9-foot round hole, I think it was, and they would throw people would come and they would throw garbage and stuff in this hole and everything like that, and he started lowering down. Well, before that, somebody he got a story that one of his neighbors had threw their dead dog down there, and the dog came back, like Pet Cemetery type stuff. Right. So they would throw like TV tubes down there, garbage and stuff down there, and the hole would never fill up. So he finally got the idea to take some fishing line and a weight and start lowering it down into the hole. And I forgot how far he got, but it was a record distance. Like it would have been the deepest hole in the world. All right. So the government apparently he went on vacation. He comes back. The government shows up. Take his. They say like there was a plane crash on the property, and you can't be allowed back on there. And long story, he ends up selling the property to the government. But one of the stories he got from the neighbors was that one night a beam shot up out of that hole, and it was blacker than night, and it shot straight up into the sky, and it lasted, I think, for 2 or 3 seconds, and then it died, and then it clicked off like a light. And then red elk. Do you guys know who that is? Red elk gave a interview with a newscast, and they were talking about Mel's hole. But he was talking about a different hole that was on another spot, and they were down on a road, and this news lady, being stupid, started trying to walk up the road towards the hole, and he's like, "Sweetheart, I wouldn't do that if I were you, because you won't come back." And he said, "Yo, there's stuff." He says there's been ships that have been seen taking stuff out of the hole, putting stuff in the hole, all kinds of wild stuff. So there's precedence for these beings shipping stuff in and out. I mean, it could be part of, say, a speculation, but it could be part of, say, the maybe portal system.
Wasn't Red Elk talking about the hole down in either New Mexico or Arizona?
I think it was the Arizona one. But you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. I remember it from a long time ago.
Listen, if I'm not listening to, say, like a creepypasta, no, not creepypasta, but like narration or something like that, like by Nature's Temper or whatever, you know what I'm listening? I have the that Paranormal Radio app downloaded. The two stations I really only listen to on that they're both Art Bell, and it's all his classical shows. So like when I'll be sitting there listening to it, and I'll listen to like an interview he did in like 1996 about a specific topic, and then you start thinking, and then it comes up that this stuff is being talked about now. Like, Art Bell was doing interviews about this stuff in 96. You know what I mean? It's crazy. You go back and listen to that guy. Him and Kevin Smith. Go to Google and type in the Kevin Smith Show archives. You won't be disappointed. Isn't the I hope they didn't mess up the black sand beaches down there. That's all I'm going to say. Stop sharing that. But I want to go to that one. All right.
What's next?
Whatever, man. Open topic.
Well, I know Holly was saying something about the crows down in Texas. It wasn't crows. It's those migratory birds that come around every state this time of year. The ones that look like clouds moving, a black cloud moving. Oh, I can't think of the name of those damn birds. I saw it on TikTok earlier. I don't know. They were look bigger than swallows, but they weren't crows.
Now a question: has there been any like weird animal behavior since the beginning of the year? I know I've seen.
I haven't seen any. And usually, well,
Go ahead.
there's been a
Starlings.
whole lot people's pets acting human. I've seen a lot of that.
That happens every year.
Nothing with like
That's
nothing with like any strange migrations of weird creatures walking up on beaches. Nothing yet, but it's still too early. It's still too early for that.
Mr. G, I sent you a haunted house.
I did see a photo of a fish. I don't know where the hell it was taken, but I've seen a photo of a fish that was caught. Dude, this thing had a gorilla face.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's why. That's crazy.
I was like,
I've been crazy if it said, I need about 350.
So, you know what? I gotta bring up TikTok real quick because
let me hold $20.
Bastard, did I send you that video of the? Did I send you the video of the woman talking about the buildings in New York?
Yes, and I seen
Yes.
stuff on that about 6 months ago.
I'm gonna try to find it. How long ago did I send that?
Like 2 days ago.
So like 2 days ago.
Wouldn't surprise me. Think about it. Anytime you go down to Manhattan or whatever, you just drive around, walk around. I hate driving around Manhattan, but if you're walking around, there's always some kind of construction going on. Always, never fails.
Nah, dude, I don't see it.
Oh my god.
All right, yeah, I don't see that.
Seriously?
Yeah, I don't see it.
Well, if you stop sending me the, never mind.
I haven't sent you anything weird, dude. Yeah. All right, talk amongst yourselves. Everything will be all right. We're getting an emotion here.
I know exactly what video you're talking about because you said it to me.
Yeah, it's all right. So what I'm talking about, I came across this video on Facebook earlier, and apparently it's from not Facebook, but apparently, on Facebook, but apparently it's from TikTok. There's this woman talking about the fake buildings in New York, and I'm like, fake buildings? What's going on? Fake buildings? So I watched the video, right? And she proceeds to tell the story of this guy who went into one of these buildings, right? And when he went in there, he had an encounter. He saw some kind of entity in this building, and he said it went through, when it noticed him, it like ran through a window. No, not a window, a mirror. Right? Now, what do they often say about mirrors? Mirrors are like portals almost.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So he said the story is that this thing ran through the mirror, and he left, right? But then he got the inclination. He wanted to go back and try to find this thing again. So he told his brother. He was like, "Yo, I'm going to this building," and he told his brother the whole story. "I'm going to this building to look for this thing. If I don't come back, you know where I am." And he didn't come back, right? So his brother proceed for 2 years. No, he's serving 2 years. His brother proceeds to like continuously try to break into this property to try to find his brother because he was the only one that knew where his brother went, and he wanted to figure out what the hell happened to his brother. The dude ended up going to jail for 2 years behind it, trying to break in there and find his brother. And now that specific building, which the lady says, if you know New York City, you know which one she's talking about. She said that specific building is now like super boarded up and it's like guarded. It's like a high level of security with it,
Yeah.
which is strange. Like that's
I just sent you the video. Because you posted it, you know why? Because you posted it into the Facebook group. You didn't send it to me.
Yeah, you did. It was on the Facebook group.
Okay, there it is. Yeah. We're gonna listen to this one real quick. Yeah, we're gonna listen to this one real quick and then we're gonna play the one you sent me, Mr. G. All right, so present.
Dude, with all that negative energy that comes out of the 5 boroughs, who's not to say they didn't erect some kind of tower or something to harness his energy?
Exactly.
All right, am I up on the screen? You guys see it?
I know it sounds Ghostbuster-ish, but like,
all right, I'm about to hit play on this. Check this out. Listen to this story. Listen to this, guys. I'm about to dive into this rabbit hole because this is interesting as hell. Let me turn it down just a scotch. Full screen.
Ever heard about the fake buildings that are in New York? If you are a New York native, you've heard of this. You've seen it. Well, hold on to your seats because I got a little information. Now, there's some of these fake buildings, and yes, there's several of them, and it's very, very true. There's a few of them that are on top of the train the train tracks of the trains that go underground, right? Under your little subway systems, right? There's some of them there. Some of them are held for trafficking. Okay. Some of them have portal doors. I have to be real careful how I put this out there. But some of them have portal doors. These buildings look just like a condo, look just like a townhouse, look just like an apartment building, right? But when you go knock on the door, no one would ever answer. When you pass by it at night, sometimes the lights will be on, sometimes they're not. All depending on which one it is. Every now and then you might hear some weird, funny noises. Some of the New Yorkers think that some of them are haunted. It's a lot worse than that. Let me assure you. Some of these fake buildings are not only secrets, but these secrets are right in front of your face, and you would never, ever know it. There was a guy that broke in to one of these secret fake buildings, and he told his story. So I'm going to tell you his story briefly. He broke into this fake building. He was a burglar. He was hoping to get jewels. You know the whole shebang, right? But when he broke in this place, he seen something he shouldn't have seen. He went through the back door, through a window, and it was a plain room. The next room was office-like. And then there was another room that was dim. And this room led to the basement. He went in that room. And he found something that looked like an animal, but was half human. This half human thing walked into a round, like old-fashioned mirror, right? He personally thought it was just another door because the mirror was so tall, right? So when the thing recognized him, he screamed. The thing ran through the mirror thing, and he just sat there, which I find so bizarre, right? I would have run the other way. But anyway, he sat there and he proceeded like an idiot through this mirror. It wasn't a door, it was a mirror, it was a portal. And he came back out. And unfortunately, this guy could not hold this little secret. And he went back. Well, he told his family member, which was his brother, that he was going back. It was like a week later. And he disappeared. He never came back out of that portal. He told his brother, if I never come back, you know where I'm at. Or you know what happened to me. Well, they meddled up those doors and windows and boarded him up. His brother tried breaking in several times. He got arrested. He got charged. He even did 2 years in prison behind this. Because he does not want to stop trying to find out what happened to his brother. But it is so guarded now. And if you're a New Yorker, you probably know which building I'm talking about. Right? You know which building I'm talking about. Because it's like highly secured now. It's like crazy right now. But anyways, that is some of the secrets of the fake buildings that are in New York.
So I'm about to dive down that rabbit hole because that sounds crazy. Because if you think about it, if it's in New York, it's going to be in Chicago, it's going to be in Florida, it's going to be in California, it's going to be every metropolitan area probably.
Yep.
Is that what the Packers did? Blues, leave it alone tonight, Blues. He is not happy. He is not a happy camper tonight. All right, so we're going to move to the next video. What would you do? What would you have done in their shoes? What I've done in their shoes, I wouldn't have gone into a haunted house. All right, let's see what we got here. Like I said, I'm the guy to watch you guys in the mobile command center.
Want to try it?
The fuck? Oh, whoa! No, thank you. Yo. Yeah, that's why you gotta do your research before you move in places, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no.
And one thing to do is make sure you got a damn switch to turn the damn lights on from above.
We'd be leaving that night.
Be like, y'all call Scooby Doo. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
All right, let's see here. Let me get this off screen. Yeah, no, that's what would I have done? I wouldn't be living in a house. That's just me, though. All right. All right. Fix my. I had to take my headset off. That music was killing me.
They always got to play that damn ominous music.
Yeah, that's I like that the people are putting out their genuine footage that they captured and everything like that, but sometimes leave the creepy music off of it because you're losing ambient audio that you could be picking up on your video.
Yep.
Like you could be with the music playing over the top, you could be losing, like, say, voices talking or more creaking or something like. It was distinct. It was pretty distinct that something ran up the steps at him. But sometimes you might not be able to hear that because you got the ambient music playing. Yeah. Like, I think it's much creepier, say, like, if you're watching, say, like a Bigfoot video, like somebody's out in the woods hunting, somebody's out in the woods researching Bigfoot and everything like that, and it's an active area, everything. It's more interesting because when the creepy music isn't playing, because then you could hear, like, the footsteps of, like, leaves crunching. You can't really hear that with music playing. I think that's one of the creepier aspects of those type of videos.
Or a low growl.
Mm-hmm. Like
breathing.
You'll play it. Somebody be playing a video and they'll put that music in it, and meanwhile they're in the video. They're like, "Oh, did you hear that?" No, I didn't hear it, man. You've got, like, creepy pasta music playing in the background.
Like, yeah, certain people that want to keep running in their mouth, and you can't hear nothing because they want to shut up.
Oh, it's like being in a movie theater.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Stacey,
what do you think about the video I posted? What do you think about what I posted the other day in the video, in the Facebook group, where it was the guy talking about the red night vision instead of green?
I've come across that one.
The guys were like shooting at like demons and stuff in the sky.
It's from like Vietnam, the Vietnam era, right? They're talking about the red, using red lenses instead of the green lenses. Yeah, I've come across that before. There's something to that. Now, hear me out on this, because recently, there's a dude who started taking the old school 3D glasses, the red and blue joints. He took them and he just folded them in on each other, so the red was over the blue. And apparently, he's been seeing craft parked in the sky. So, like it's another experiment to try. People are saying this is true. Let's go. Somebody find a pair of old school red and blue 3D glasses and test this out. I'd like to get my hands on some Dyson lenses. The Dyson lenses are the same thing. What's going on, Squatch? How you doing? Welcome. Yeah. Yo, if you're on TikTok, look that up. The 3D glasses seeing UFOs. Apparently, it's a thing, and I might just try it.
Yeah.
But I don't. What?
With that is like along the lines of the movie They Live. You put the sunglasses on, you'll see stuff.
Exactly. And in regards to the red lens night vision. So apparently during what am I talking about? During the Vietnam War, during Vietnam they were testing out these red infrared glasses, or not infrared, but night vision. And the gunners and some of the pilots would report that they would be seeing demons is pretty much what they said, flying demons coming at them in the sky, and they'd be shooting at them.
Well, back then, but I think back then, like, the technology wasn't that good, so it would have been like the star scope. It would have been a red lens star scope.
Yeah. Because they didn't have the goggles in the Vietnam War. They did. It was the big son of a bitches that set up on your face.
But that is an interesting theory.
I got some up here for about the gunners and everything, seeing wearing the red goggles.
A gunner in a helicopter would have no problem using these goggles, and only everything is showing up as a sort of a faint reddish image, and it was true night vision the way we have it now, and even a greater depth, because you could also flip it and get an extra layer that was sort of yellowish that would be heat signatures as well, and they don't have those combined anymore in these goggles. Anyway, the goggles that were presented to the gunners, and my father tells the story of the very first time they're out with them, and they're flying along, and he's in the front of the helicopter with the pilot, and all of a sudden, in a very peaceful area, not anything going on at all, the gunner in his on the starboard side of his helicopter starts firing wildly at their height, not at anything on the ground, but in an area that he was shooting at, and basically causing other helicopters in their little flotilla to have to react. And my father goes on back to the gunner, basically demanding, "What the hell, dude? What are you shooting at?" And the kid is just sweating profusely, just in his eyes were dilated beyond belief. And the dad thought he was dealing with another heroin addict. But
what? What'd you say?
I said it's kind of breaking up bad. The audio is breaking up real bad on that. The audio is breaking up real bad on that.
I heard you. 1 second. Let me close out some things here. All right.
Oh, really, Wedge?
Now, and even at a greater depth, because you could also flip it and get an extra layer that was sort of yellowish that would be heat signatures as well. And they don't have those combined anymore in these goggles. Anyway, the goggles that were presented to the gunners, and my father tells the story of the very first time they're out with them, and they're flying along, and he's in the front of the helicopter with the pilot, and all of a sudden, in a very peaceful area, not anything going on at all, the gunner in his on the starboard side of his helicopter starts firing wildly at their height, not at anything on the ground, but in an area that he was shooting at and basically causing other helicopters in their little flotilla to have to react. And my father goes on back to the gunner, basically demanding, "What the hell, dude? What are you shooting at?" and the kid is just sweating profusely, and his eyes are just dilated beyond belief. And my dad thought he was dealing with another heroin addict, but this was before it had gotten really bad in Vietnam, and the kid was not exhibiting those kind of symptoms. He was reacting to what he had seen, and he's describing to my father that he was shooting at these basically flying demons that were flying alongside the helicopter.
Where's part 2? Yeah, but yeah, pretty much. That's a crazy story. That was part
very.
What the hell is that? But yeah,
there was a whole lot of strange stuff going on in Vietnam, man. There was a whole lot of strange stuff. You got the rock apes over there.
What?
You got soldiers coming across, freaking aliens and UFOs, putting bodies in.
So all right, so we'll talk about the weird stuff in Vietnam real quick, right? So like you said, there was the rock apes. There was the apparent firefight between a group of soldiers and a group of, I believe they said it was gray aliens that were found loading bodies onto a disc-shaped craft. There was also the numerous times that are what the boats what did they call those boats that we use in Vietnam? P boats, something like that. The ones that travel the canals.
I know.
I'm having a.
I can't think of the name of it right now.
There's numerous times where those were reports were that those boats were shot down, like destroyed by balls of light. There's a lot of weird stuff. You had tales of like a vampire-like being down there in Vietnam also. Yeah. So, which one do you want to get into?
I would say
you got this.
Everybody knows about the rock apes.
I think you're talking about PT boats.
Yes. PT boats. Because, like I said, I hated social studies, so I fell asleep all the time. Yeah, what was the one incident with the PT boat that was
wasn't it a UFO came out of the water and they shot at it and it turned around, came back and destroyed the whole PT boat?
Yeah, yep, that was the story. There it is.
Blues.
Right.
PT boats were in World War II. Nam, it were swift boats. Swift boats.
Swift boats. Okay, so
yeah, that's it.
Out.
Gregory got it.
Here we go.
The bullets came back. When they shot at the UFO. Basically doing a magneto.
Right, here we go. So 1968 Navy ship HMAS Hobart hit during Vietnam UFO encounter. Oh snap, that's June 15th. That's a good day. It's a good day. Sighting time about 3:30 in the morning. Day, night, it was night in the DMZ of Vietnam. urban or rural water. This was okay. So this was a classification by J. Allen Hynek, because there it is, Hynek classification. CE2, CE-2, close encounter 2, observation of an object in close proximity to the witness with physical traces, impression, burn, medical effect, etc., or are left, or electrical effect, heat, or felt. Number of objects, 2, lights, AF1, Special Report, Issue 34, April 23rd, 2003. On Friday, June 15th, 1968, Allied forward spotters along the eastern part of the demilitarized zone at a 9.6 kilometer wide strip separating North and South Vietnam reported seeing about 30 strange, slow moving lights in the night sky. Ooh, interesting. All right. So, yeah, I'm not going to read all of that, but it's a good read if you want to look, if you want to check it out. Matter of fact, I'll link to this article in the description after the show. But there's a lot of funky stuff going on down there in Vietnam. Now, what is this? I'm gonna take this off the screen real quick, and I'm gonna click on this draconian saurian war conspiracy thing. That's part 1. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and bookmark that. That's something I'm going to want to read later on. Done. All right. All right, what we got going on over here? Let me check chat. Oh, I saw a few people hopped in chat. What's going on, Isaac? How you doing? Well, saw a few people hop up in chat. Remember, hop in, say hi. We're all friendly over here. Unless you're a person that says stuff. You like that, huh? Yeah, I got him. Hold on, Dewey Bird said, I'm gonna ask my brother about the UFO thing. He was there around that time. Cloak beams, also I think of Vietnam. Yeah, listen, there, I guarantee you, in every theater of war, right? I'll say in recent history, starting in like World War I, all the way up until now, I think that there has been a touch of paranormal to all of it. Like, not meaning like it's driven by paranormal, but meaning like paranormal stuff, like encounters with things, sightings of craft, sightings of beings. I believe that's happened in every war. I definitely think in World War II, I believe they talked about there were sightings of werewolves. I don't know about World War One per se, but like World War II, no, Vietnam, UFOs, aliens, rock apes, over there in Iraq and Afghanistan. You've got Kandahar Giant, you've got Stargates, you've got all kinds of wild stuff going on over there. So I believe in every theater of war, there's always been some kind of paranormal factor to it. I mean, one of the main things that the bad guys from World War II were doing was they were going around. They were doing They were going around looking for ancient artifacts, and they found a lot of ancient artifacts. They found a lot of information. And it makes you wonder, where'd all that stuff go? Is it down there hanging out in Antarctica, or did the U.S. government pick it up?
I bet you a lot of that stuff came over with Project Paperclip.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about the tech, but the scientists definitely did.
Oh yeah.
Well, most of them were. They were part of the Vril, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the Vril was the subsidiary that was looking for all these ancient artifacts.
Yeah, what's going on, Rogue? Welcome,
Kinda
and
like
have a
how,
good evening, WB. It's Titan in here. It's Typhon.
Kind of
in
like
here?
how they.
I ain't seen him.
I haven't
All
seen
right.
him yet.
If somebody sees him, let me know.
Kind of like how they did Red Skull. Kind of like how they did Red Skull in the first Captain America movie. Make any sense?
Yeah. I was just looking at that. But I wonder, you know what? Can we talk about Antarctica?
Sure.
I want to talk about that. Now, there is they themselves, whoever calls themselves in charge, they're the ones that make Antarctica so interesting, right? Because they're the ones that have issued what would be considered not a travel ban, but very, very specific guidelines for people who want to go down there and visit. And it's very hard to go visit.
Yeah, one, you have to be a scientific team.
Mm-hmm. What scientific expedition? You can't just go down there willy nilly.
Right. And it has to be booked in advance.
Mm-hmm. Now, the second thing, there is way too much. Say, even going back to, like I said, we were talking about World War II a few minutes ago. Even going back to World War II, there's a lot of information pertaining to Antarctica that is very compelling. The fact that they were down there establishing a new base and everything like that. And then, like I've mentioned this article before, Operation Terrabin. And that is supposedly a elite team that went down there to Antarctica to one of these secret bases that they had down there. That's just the stuff from World War. Hold on. I think I keep hearing that damn cat.
Now I know you're hearing things. 'Cause I don't hear it.
But all right, now that's just from that's World War II stuff. Now you got now we'll go up to say, like, I don't know anything. I haven't really looked up anything from like the 60s, 70s. But starting, I think it was in the late 80s, you have that pilot, that Linda. I haven't been stung. I'm hearing shit. That's all. It's a good microphone. It's picking up everything. But
Picking up a cat from down the street.
Listen, you can hear my cat from outside, dude. Now there was the pilot in the 80s who was working down there, and he said they went on one flight that they flew over a giant hole down there. Another flight they saw they saw silver disc crafts flying over, I think, mountain. What mountain was it down there? And when they flew over the hole, when they landed, they were met by MIB. And they told them, listen, you weren't supposed to be flying over that. Don't do it again. And you didn't see anything. They never made them sign NDAs or anything. They're just like, don't do it again. Now, the most compelling story that this dude told was about that group of scientists that went missing. I think they went missing for what, a week? I think it was. Oh, squat. Yes, Admiral Byrd. I completely. How the hell can I forget about Admiral Byrd? We'll get into Admiral Byrd after I talk about this pilot dude. So the pilot, him and his co-pilot, they were tasked with sending a group of scientists out to a research station out there near the hole, because it was supposed to be an air filtration system, monitoring system down there that they claimed. So they brought this group of scientists down there. I think he said it was like 5 men and 2 women or something like that. They dropped them off and they left. Now these scientists were supposed to maintain contact for, I think it was like once every like 24 hours or something like that. So they had missed contact for a few days. So they ended up sending this guy and his team back out there. And the dude said, normally when we fly out somewhere, the people hear the plane, they'll come out, they'll like wave down, they'll like wave up at the sky at the plane and everything like that, because they're waiting for mail and they're waiting for goods and everything like that. He said when they flew over the base, nobody came outside. So they landed, and when they landed, they got off the plane and walked around. All the equipment was there, like the everything was there. They walked around the building. Nobody was there. Called McMurdo, told him what the situation was. McMurdo told them to come back to base. A few days later, they get a call from these scientists, and the scientist is like, yo, you need to come pick us up now. So it's like, okay. They flew back out there, and when they flew out there, the scientists were already waiting for them. All their equipment was packed up and waiting on the runway. So the dude said normally it would be the equipment first and then the scientists, but he said the scientists all rushed on the plane. Then we loaded the equipment, locked everything down, and then they took off. And he said on the way there, the cargo master, I guess they're called, I don't know, but he was back there trying to talk to the scientists, and he said they wouldn't talk to him, like they just wouldn't say a word. So he brought the co-pilot back there, and the dude was like, yo, he tried to ask them questions, and he said they all had a look of like just absolute fear and terror on their face, every one of them, and they would not talk. And this went on the whole flight. Like he offered them food, offered them water, nothing. So they ended up landing. The scientists get ushered off the plane, put onto another plane, and then get taken to Christchurch. Right, that's the nearest place. That's the nearest land point to Antarctica. The equipment that they had was quarantined in a hangar. I think it was for like 3 days, and then that was sent to Christchurch. So, what did they see down there that had them terrified? All right, and then you got Admiral Richard Byrd, who AOS Sasquatch brought up before. Admiral Richard Byrd was a well-known polar explorer, so much so that the United States government tasked him to go down there with 4,000 troops? 4,000 troops, some boats, planes, everything. It could have caused some ruckus with the amount of armament and firepower and people he took down there. All right, that was called Operation High Jump down there in Antarctica. So the report says that they sustained massive losses and stuff like that, and they had to retreat. This was after there's supposed to be like a 2 or 3 month planned expedition, and only lasted for a couple of weeks or something like that. And on the way now, there's a bunch. This goes into a few different directions. Now, he went to Argentina, and he gave an interview and pretty much said there's lands out there left to be explored if one can find them. Something along those lines. All right. And then you read the Richard Byrd journals, where he talks about he went to Inner Earth and saw what I think was be called the what's up, Hellbent? But I believe it was called damn, I lost my train of thought here. Where was I going with that? Sorry, it happens a lot.
Oh, where was you going?
Admiral Byrd journals.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
journal.
The Admiral Byrd journals. The Byrd journals talks about how he went to the Inner Earth and he met I believe they call him the ruler of the Earth or something like that. And then he goes on and does an interview, and a news article said that our next war will be fought with craft that can fly from pole to pole within a matter of minutes. All right. So you've got bases being built down there during World War II. You got Admiral Byrd going down there in Operation High Jump, which I got a whole different theory about that name, Operation High Jump, but we'll get into that some other time. All right. And you got this pilot in the 1980s talking about a group of scientists who goes missing for 2 weeks. He picks them up and they're and they look terrified, right? Missing for 2 weeks and they're terrified. Now, well, I think we've talked about it before. The film crew that went missing in the early 2000s, the supposed film crew that went missing in the early 2000s from Atlantis TV, and the video footage that they apparently found of a huge archaeological dig going on down there in Antarctica. Right? Now, we're going to get into this one. So, a few years ago, now if Antarctica isn't so, I don't know, very important, mysterious, whatever you want to have it, what was it a few years ago that drove every major political figure to go down there?
Yeah.
Like in a hurry. Like they all had to be down there. Now the fringe reports, like they were all saying that there was stuff found in the that there was a civilization that was found down there unthawing. I don't know, but something was enough to warrant all these people going down there, and he deleted the tweet, but Buzz Aldrin went down there and had to be taken out because he had heart conditions, and this is right after, and right when he's leaving, he posts, "It's evil. We all, it's evil." Something along those lines. We're all in danger. What did he see?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Now,
so you have all the information that came out. All the information that came out about the entity that they saw in Lake Vostok under the ice.
Yep, the one that could morph into, say, like it was like an octopus that could shapeshift into looking like a man. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Not to mention the Lake Vostok anomaly.
The giant ice spiders.
Yeah, the giant. I forgot about the giant ice spiders.
The giant ice spiders say they're down there. That's crazy.
The giant ice spiders. The Lake Vostok magnetic anomaly. The huge magnetic anomaly.
Do you remember the Do you remember
I remember a
the
lot of
photos
stuff.
that came out? I want to say maybe 10 years ago from the Niemeyer station, where it showed like it had a building in the way off in the distance, and it had like it looked like a dozer or something like that, where somebody sitting in a dozer and a light came up to the dozer, like it was consecutive shots. Like the light went bright, and the person in the dozer was gone.
Yeah, yo, Hellbent. I don't know if they're actual ice spiders, but they're talking
Remember those
about
photos?
these. They're the rumor mill is that there was a scientist down there who they unleashed these spiders the size of big dogs, and they're running around down there. But
All right.
ice spiders.
The equivalent would be.
Have
Have you ever heard the story? Now, hold on. The equivalent would be like. Have you heard about these people seeing giant spiders outside of like certain military bases and stuff like that?
Fort
Put those
Polk.
spiders down in Antarctica.
I believe it's Fort Polk that has all the
Yep,
giant
Fort
bear-
Polk, Louisiana.
Yeah. That's no. Anything but spiders.
What?
Why do spiders, of all things, have to grow to be the size of beagles and German shepherds and stuff like that? Why?
Well, then you would
Why?
never want to go to
Why?
Australia.
Why did that become necessary? Why did that become a thing? No, I'm not going out. Everything in Australia wants to kill you. I'm not going down there. I sent you the video where the guy had the snake crawling up his
I've
jeans.
seen this while, but I don't know how true it is. I've seen this video. I don't know how true it is, but I guess there's a certain area at a certain time of year where it rains spiders.
Mm-hmm.
The box switch.
Yeah.
Yo, Frankie, you gonna have email me some like bullet points of that, dude. I want to hear that.
Yeah.
But you were stationed at, you never heard about the. I mean, let me bring this up real quick. I know I can find something about these damn spiders or Fort Polk spiders.
The hell is the box switch? I've
That's
never
what I'm
heard of
saying.
that.
Hey, listen, I'm all about listening to that. All right, hold up. Yeah, it's still boom. All right, so I'll bring this up. I'll show this article on up on the screen.
Station in Polk. All right, you station in Polk.
See right here, boom. All right, giant Louisiana spiders. There's a tale about giant Louisiana spiders in the vicinity of Fort Polk, an American Army base in the southern state of Louisiana, where it's hot and humid, and the woods in some areas resemble tropical jungles, or at very least hot and humid forested areas. Let's see. There we go. Skim through. Somebody says, so I came across a blogger who has ex-military contacts who swear to him that they encountered giant spiders in the forest of Louisiana while in the military around the year 2005. The guys on Expanded Perspective, they talked about these giant spider sightings, and they mentioned that apparently there was one dude who actually, like, I guess they were doing like military exercises, like war games, and one of these dudes disappeared. All they found was his beret. But yeah, giant spiders in Louisiana. Why does that need to be a thing? Don't know. So yeah, you probably won't see me down there.
Well, hell,
Wait a
man, down in Louisiana, anything could snatch you up.
You said he was wearing, and
Yeah.
they're doing war games.
Yeah, doing some war games, and they heard.
He wouldn't have his beret with him.
Well, he like had it in his pocket as like luck. He had like a red beret or some shit like that. It was weird, but they said they found that and didn't find him. What else? You got wharf rats. No, what the hell is a wharf rat? Is a wharf rat the same thing as the subway rats?
What?
Because I saw when I was last time I was in the city, I saw a rat the size of an adult raccoon. So, hence why I don't hang out in New York City. Yeah. All right. So, but yeah, for the giant spiders. No, I'm not even gonna touch on that.
Well,
I'm not even gonna touch
can
on
we
the rest of
talk
that.
about? Can we talk about the
how about
strangeness that
high-
just happens? Can we talk about the
What?
strangeness that just happens in the southern hemisphere, like Argentina, Peru, Antarctica, like the
Patagonia?
southern hemisphere, all the strange. What about that video I sent you the other day where it looked like a giant spine in a mountain ridge?
Oh yeah. Where was that supposed to be at?
Also, there was no. There's actually no.
Somewhere in China, I think.
Yeah, there's nowhere. They really don't give a destination. Actual location
Yeah.
where the video was filmed. Sorry, what time is it? It's 12 o'clock. 12 a.m. I'm still hearing all my kids running around, guys. It's nonsense. But they're lucky they got the day off tomorrow.
Well,
So I'm not going to say anything. What? Bass, did you see that video I sent you
They
earlier?
have the day off tomorrow, so.
Did you see the video I tagged you in earlier?
Which one? If it was a real, no.
No, the Jim Cornette video. You saw that, right?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So for all you guys who don't know, Bass is a pretty damn good uncle, right? And he loves his nephews. And I tagged him in a video that I found. I just find it hilarious. So let me bring Facebook up real quick. Don't want to see all profiles. I just want to see my profile. Well, anybody just join the chat, please do not bring up the cowgirls. You may get banned tonight.
I'm over it. Burn it down. Burn it all to the ground, damn it. I'm done with it.
You cowgirl fans, you guys are funny.
But damn it, we're faithful.
Love doing that. You guys are delusional. That's what you are.
You keep going back to that same toxic, abusive relationship.
Oh,
but you can't help it.
Man, you guys haven't
You
learned
keep
your lessons
going
yet, have you?
back. Glutton for
I'm
straight
sorry, everyone.
glutton for punishment. And Rogue, you guys are gonna get beat Monday night, so you better not even say nothing.
Oh, who's Philly playing? Are they gonna get shellacked too?
They're gonna get beat by Tampa Bay. The only reason Tampa Bay is in the playoffs with a losing record is because they won the division. I don't want to hear that shit.
All right. This is a video I tagged Bassett. And I think I love this video right here. It's funny as hell. Listen to Jim Cornette explain giving his six-year-old nephew sound advice.
Once, and ain't nobody breaking it up. You need to keep hitting him, because when you stop hitting him, he's going to start hitting you.
Start over.
And if you hit a motherfucker once and ain't nobody break it up, you need to keep hitting him, because when you stop hitting him, he's going to start hitting you.
Yep. It's tagged back passing that earlier. It's true. But yeah, you bad. You know I'm gonna roast you about these Cowboys, man. And, you know it's gonna happen. Maybe
Every time.
Yeah, every time. It's gonna be like that for forever and ever. Yeah, forever. All right. What's music got to say? Bass, never hope. Bass, never hope, never chill cheer until the clock reads 0 and they're ahead in the SB. Then I get excited. You guys will have better luck with the replacements with Keanu Reeves. They went further. Yep. And he does. Yeah, he does. Because he can't help it. He can't help it. He has to respond to it. This is a little late for a rumble. It's 12 a.m. here in New York. We'll be doing one on Saturday though. We'll do a rumble this Saturday. That would be interesting. Again, I mean, talk about all the political stuff that we don't talk about over here. What's up, Mickey G? How you doing? Welcome to the Late Show. All right, so we got the giant Louisiana spiders. Boom. We had the red night vision demon goggles. Checkmate. Jimmy Cornette. Checkmate.
Right, hold on. So what about the quote unquote video that came out on TMZ about the 10-foot tall giants on the mountain in South America, which turned out to be a basketball player?
Oh my
God.
You didn't see that?
Are you serious? I saw some video.
No, I'm
like,
being
like legit. When I'll scroll through stuff, and if I do not find it appealing, I won't even. If it looks bull, I'm not even going to pay attention to it. And I saw that video you're talking about, and I knew it was bull when I looked at it, when I just like watched it for 2 seconds. What? So who was that? Who was the basketball player?
Dude, I don't know. I have no idea. He wasn't an NBA player.
That must be that's probably the same story with that. That's got to be the same story with that video of the quote unquote giant doing the push-ups on the side of the mountain. Remember that one from last year sometime? And it looks like it was the same. It looks the terrain looks like it would be the same. Now it's completely different than Andy Capp. That dude Andy Capp that filmed that giant on that mountain. Where the hell was that? That was British Columbia. Completely different film.
Yep.
And as you can see, the mess he got into over that. Like I said, sometimes is it really worth it to put out what you got? I mean, I'm pretty sure they don't.
The subject, man. It depends on the subject.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. It depends on the subject because,
like, okay, they'll let like some cryptid stuff. Like, yeah, okay, they'll let like some cryptid stuff go here. They're like, okay, Bigfoot, yeah, Dogman, yeah. But when you're talking about like biblical stuff, giants still walking the earth, and you capture them on video, they're gonna shut that shit down immediately. because that contradicts every narrative that they have ever said.
Yeah.
So, all across the country, there has been giant bones found. Where do you think they go?
They go to Smithsonian. They go to
Spit it out.
Sir, why can't I speak? I can't talk right now. They
Smithsonian.
go to the Smithsonian,
Smithsonian.
where the Smithsonian catalogs them and then ships them off to an underground facility. They don't.
That's the
destroy
good
them.
ones.
They don't destroy them. They no. That's beside no. That's every possible giant bone I think that they've come across. They won't destroy them. Why? Because there's still the DNA sequencing left in them. So you can extract that from it and build what you want. You can take a giant and say combine it with and make a chimera. So you end up with say what's often reported, a 10 to 11 foot tall Sasquatch looking humanoid looking creature, or some of these mountain giant looking things. Who knows? Who knows what could be lurking in these damn deep underground military bases? I don't know. It'd be when they I'm gonna leave that one alone. Because that one what I was just about to say will get me put on a list. I'll leave that one alone. But all this, yeah, like I said, they're not gonna destroy these bones. There's too much valuable research to be had from that. Like, why do you think they get so bent out of shape when they roll up to somebody killing a cryptid? For one, they don't want it known about, and two, you're, I guess, eliminating one of their assets. And by the word asset, that could mean anything. Like when the term asset, it could be, so if they've got teams to say pick these things up, right? Now, if there's one in the wild, right? Somebody offs it, like I'm sorry for forgetting his name, but the guy that shot one in his tractor trailer. So, and he said he got a visit from the from the black suits, right? I'm sure the thinking behind that is, for one, they don't want that information out, and two, when they say asset, that term asset can mean anything. The way I take it as, they can be grabbing up these creatures randomly out of the forest or wherever the hell they want to grab them from, right? And take them, capture them, put them in a stupor, and bring them into these facilities and test them. What does it become at that point? An asset. Just saying. You got to look at all the terminologies of the words that they use when they speak this stuff, because it's all government double speak. What's up, Two Shadows? How you doing tonight? I can't speak worth a damn tonight. What the hell is wrong with me? What's going on? Send me a number. I'll send you a picture to where I'm with J Ball.
Joe Barger.
But yeah, they can use, like Misty said, they can use the DNA to boom. Let's see. All right. Let's see here. Let's take the eyes of an eagle, right? Let's combine them with wolf and a dog and a pig. Let's see what we come up with. I don't know. Bad B movie stuff goes on in those bases. Maybe my bow is extra strong tonight. No. I think it's because I really didn't eat. Maybe like a forkful of ziti. Booty bird, what's going on in chat over here? Alright, I'll take this off the screen.
No, see, now when I think of the Smithsonian, right? I personally believe that there is. All right, I'll give you a couple of movie references.
Shoot.
The Bellagio from Ocean's 11, right? The security
Okay.
that goes on
Yeah.
in that building for
Mhm.
that vault, right? Now, I'm sorry. Do you remember the movie The Relic?
Of course.
Do you remember the movie The Relic?
Yeah.
All right. So, in the Smithsonian, you have the Bellagio vault with things like the relic in that vault.
No, I like that. I like that analogy. I like that. I think
Like
that's
locked
pretty.
away behind locked away behind like fingerprint technology, eye clearance, and all that other stuff. High grade technology.
Oh, numerous
High clearance
biometrics,
stuff.
numerous biometric scanning systems.
Yep. And within that said system, there is a tunnel system that can bring you back and forth to different areas. Like not just like you could be underground tunnel system that they talk about.
That's a broad statement. Underground tunnel system.
An underground tunnel. All right, I'll hold on. An underground tunnel system that is connected to the underground vault at the Smithsonian that nobody has access to. Does that make sense now?
Okay. All right. I can go with that. What about mimic over quote slow?
Well, what about in this? They have a different place that they ship it to, like at the beginning of the last Indiana Jones, somewhere like Groom Lake, where it's highly secure.
They would be absolutely stupid to not have something like that. To not have a super secure facility where, say, like these things can go. Definitely watch that video I sent you on your messenger. All right, I'll check it out. On Rumble, I follow this channel called like the War of like Underground Bases or something like that. Yeah, if you're on Rumble, you guys need to look up that channel. Wedge said like the worldwide underground network in Cabin in the Woods. Yeah, I don't. Was it an underground network in Cabin in the Woods? I know it was an underground network in that King Kong movie.
Look, it was an underground network in Cabin in the Woods because if they had it going around the entire world, if one place didn't meet the requirements, then all hell broke loose. And in that movie, it just so happened that in the United States, they didn't fulfill the requirement. And that's where you get that big hand coming out of the ground at the end of the movie.
How much info? Hold on, I'll put that up on the screen. How much info do I think they're hiding off world? That is a great question. Because we all know we're being lied to by NASA, right? We all know that. I mean, look at the initials for NASA. What does NASA stand for? Never a straight answer. I've been saying that since I was like
Cliche,
12
but
years old. I've been saying that since I was like
cliche, but
12
okay,
years
go
old.
ahead with it.
Now, the I want to go somewhere with this. I think they're hiding astronomical amounts of information off world. To the point where, like, check out the secret space program, right? That everybody talks about. I'm not talking about Trump's space fleet, whatever the hell you call that, space force. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
The one that's been
I'm
going
talking
on
about-
for
You're saying the
50
world-
years.
So you're saying the world isn't flat?
what?
So you're saying the world isn't flat and we broke through the firmament?
You know my theory on that. You know my theory on that.
All right.
But bringing up again, flat Earth. NASA is fake. Yes, NASA's fake. Now, when I was saying, I think they're hiding tons and tons and tons of information off world, and that's in regards to, say, the human. That's in regards to, say, us on this planet and things out in the immediate area from our little rock, right? For like a perfect example of just one little piece of information that's technically being hid off world from us is what Gary McKinnon found in the early 2000s. The whole the whole ship-to-ship transfer list of non-terrestrial officers and the list of USSS ships that weren't listed in the United States Navy registry, or whatever hell they call that. That right there is just a little bit of the information that they're holding off world from us. Could you imagine, like, I think that at the same time they were... No, I'm not going to go that way. But I definitely think that they are holding tons of information from us that would change everything. Like quantum entanglement communications, like the dude who worked down in Antarctica talked about. The propulsion systems that they're using out there, the life support systems that they're using out there. That's one nobody ever talks about. How sustaining themselves, what they do, like what medicines, everything they talk about. It's crazy. Just saying. Like I said, we are so. I think we're considered less than ants in the eyes of those in charge. So they're hiding a lot of stuff. Power system had to get up again. Remember Mr. G, I didn't see Jupiter ascending. Did I? No, I didn't see Jupiter ascending.
I've seen it once, and I keep trying to remember to watch it again. Ain't that with Channing Tatum?
No, was it Channing Tatum or was it the dude from Battleship?
I think it was Channing Tatum. And what's her name from that 70s show?
Just thought, what if they used... What if they use cryptids to draw away our attention away from bigger stuff? Emilia Kunis,
Yeah, her.
what? I don't know if that would be a thing, right? Because that's like drawing our attention to cryptids to say draw our attention from like UAPs or something like that. It's like, wouldn't it be like shooting yourself in the foot twice? Because they're not coming out ahead at that. And I don't want to hear about they're using this to judge the list. No, they're not using that for that. I don't think they're using the cryptids per se to draw our attention away from stuff because there's too much of a cover up going on for that stuff. How many times have you all listened to an interview where somebody said they had this sighting and it was a really good sighting, and then boom, blacked out SUVs show up. They have their phones taken and memory cards wiped and everything like that. So I don't think so. But then again, there's probably programs running inside programs that don't know what each other's doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So somebody could be using cryptids for this, another person could be using cryptids for that. I don't know, but it's a hell of a thought. I'm not putting it down. Well, it'd be to me to use cryptids to say draw away from like some political stuff would be like shooting yourself in the foot, because you're not gaining anything from it. You're just drawing away from the political stuff you don't want nobody knowing about, but you'd be putting more spotlight on, say, something you don't want known about. You really don't want known about. You don't want people knowing that. You don't want people knowing that there's cryptids out there, because for one, the recreation, the quote unquote recreation business would take a huge hit. The forestry business with the agencies would take a huge hit. All that, the wood and all that stuff, that would take a huge hit. So that's billions.
One other would be religion.
Oh, meaning other stuff like Bible stuff? No, it still wouldn't be. It'd still be shooting yourselves in the foot, because if you're taking away from if you're using cryptids to say take away like distract from, say, the things under the Euphrates River, right? You got these quote unquote things locked up underneath the Euphrates River that you don't want nobody knowing about. Fair enough. So we're gonna tell everybody we got Dogman. If they are doing it, I think it's infighting programs or something like that just don't know what each other's doing behind the other's back.
Yeah.
But because any person, any normal person that's into this subject is going to look at it and be like, that's using their open mind, is probably thinking like these cryptids probably do have a touch of like Nephilim DNA or something like that. So, well, I definitely think that up. If it was I would think it would be the reverse. They would use political stuff to hide cryptids and biblical stuff like that. Which that might be the case because of all the political stuff going on. So they might be hiding.
Not only that, any paperwork on it will be redacted heavily.
Um. Okay, now I get what you're saying, Miss Stacy. Put out the let the information out. The information out, say about like the pop culture cryptid, like Bigfoot stuff like that, to keep information away from other stuff. I could definitely see them doing that. Yes, I mean, hell, Bigfoot's so damn pop culture now. Look at him, he eats beef jerky in commercials.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you would have never seen that.
That brings up the dude.
You would have never
that
seen
brings
that
up
in the
the
90s.
that brings up the cab dude. He caught a legit giant up on that mountain, and what happened to him? Like, there's certain information that they don't want out. Like, okay, you want to talk about Bigfoot, you want to talk about Dog Man. Hey, you know what? We'll even give you Slender Man, Hat Man, and Shadow, whatever. You start talking about stuff that's biblical, I think that's when they shut all that down. That's what I think personally. You start talking about like giants and like Nephilim, and you actually have the proof to back up your statements. That's when they go back to the 1940s style of scare tactics, and just throw you out the window.
Not only that, they dope you up first, then throw you out the window.
G Music, I'm not gonna disagree with you on that one, dude. I think they're gonna make cryptids to use against people that won't fall in line when they have mega cities ready.
Wait, what?
I got a theory about the cryptids.
Nah.
I got a theory about the cryptids and the cryptids that are being produced, but it's not one that I'm going to say on air.
Well, not here anyway.
Yeah, at least not here. But I definitely got a theory on that. Yeah, I heard about the Agenda 21. Just yeah. We're being
Hey, Scorpion.
Two shadows. We're being desensitized to Bigfoot and beef jerky. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Scorpion? Long time no see there, guy. You're awake awfully late, aren't you? But yeah, like next thing you know, we're gonna start seeing Dogman and making a huge pop culture. Because right now, Dogman is the dominant one in the cryptid field. I mean, even more so than.
Oh man,
I think Dogman's more popular than Bigfoot right now. So it's only a matter of time before quote unquote Dogman becomes the cryptid, the cryptid everybody sees on TV.
Now, I have a question. Has anybody in the chat right now seen the commercial? I think it's it's a Lexus commercial where they're like driving through the woods, and the dad was like, yeah, this is bear squatch country. And he goes on to explain what a bear squatch is, and the wife looks at him and he shuts up, and they keep driving. Have you seen this commercial?
What? Hold on. No,
I think I've seen something about it.
Hold up.
Yo, it's a Lexus commercial. They're like in a brand new Lexus SUV, and they're like driving through like maybe like the redwoods or something, where they're driving through the woods. And they see a sign somewhere, and the dad says something about a bear squatch. And the kid says, "What's that?" And he goes on to start to explain what this is. And the wife just gives him that piercing look, like, shut up.
Like, shut up.
They just keep driving. Yeah. But they talk about bear squatch in a Lexus commercial.
I'm so about to play this right now. Hold up.
Oh,
I
you
just
got
seen
it on deck?
It's not the first time I've seen it. Like,
I
I've seen
got
it a few months ago.
it on.
I
I
just
got
seen
it
it the other
on
day.
deck. No, yeah, Dogman and Gaines Burgers. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna probably Dogman will be the next big cryptid. Like, you know how we have a million and one Bigfoot movies. Believe me, I know. I've watched most of them.
But what if instead of Dogman, they go with mermaids? Because look how long in history mermaids has always been talked about.
that is, but mermaids don't affect you on land, man. They only affect you in the water.
Right. That'd make
Unless we
everybody
get
scared to be out in the water.
You know, make people scared. Be if piranhas could walk on water, walk on
So
land.
unless they're messing around in the lakes that I fish at, I'm not worried about them.
Piranha walking on land. You imagine that shit? All right, so everybody, I'm going to play this Lexus commercial because I have not seen it. And
Well, what the hell do you think?
I'm very
What the hell
interested.
do you think a snakehead is?
All right, so is it on screen? No, not yet. So boom. There we go. Everybody, this is apparently the Lexus Bear Squatch commercial. Let's check this out.
First it was just like these distant roars in the dark, you know, but then they started getting closer and closer, and that's when I saw it. This was no bear. It was like a bear squatch.
And that's over now.
What?
Dad, what's a bear squatch?
It's a cross between a bear and a sass. It's made up.
With capability comes responsibility. The legendary Lexus GX. With Apple CarPlay support.
He's usually sleeping.
He'll never sleep again.
That was horrible.
That's
I
the
do-
Lexus commercial.
I do appreciate the fact that they. Okay, all right. Like I said, see how
that's enough for that.
Sasquatch is like huge pop culture out. The next one on deck is Mr. Dogman. Telling you, with a Bigfoot and a human running in.
Dude, how about? Hold on. How, if you could find it, look up Victor Wembanyama. I know I'm saying his last name wrong, but Victor Wembanyama, he's the rookie for the San Antonio Spurs. He came in for Halloween dressed as Slender Man. Just Google Victor Way, W-Y.
But said, don't give him ideas, land piranhas. Hell yeah, man.
What the hell do you think a snakehead is? A snakehead is a piranha on land, bro. Look up Victor. Just type in Victor Way, W-E-Y, Slenderman, and it's gonna show him coming through the back of the stadium dressed as Slenderman. Dude, he's like 7'5", long and gangly.
Land sharks. Yeah, see, Bam. Yeah, a lot of people don't get that. That Lexus is just a higher priced Toyota.
Yep.
Infinity is just a higher priced Nissan, and Acura is a higher priced Honda.
Yeah.
Did you know in what is it, Japan, the Acura badge doesn't even exist? It's like over there, it's called like the Honda Integra, the Honda NX, the Honda NSX, stuff like that. Yeah. And their restaurants are way better over there. Like I watched this one video earlier. It was a Super Mario themed restaurant. Looked awesome. They got the weirdest vending machines ever over there, though.
They got vending machines for everything.
We're not going to say what those are, though. We know what they are, but we're not going to say that. Dude, that's some weird stuff. Lincoln is a fancier Ford. Yep, that's true. Audi's a fancy Volkswagen. But yeah, purple mattress with Bigfoot. What the hell is going on in chat here? The purple mattress. The purple mattress with the Bigfoot family too. What? I must have missed something.
I don't know. I don't watch that much TV.
All right, you guys hold court for like a minute. I gotta go upstairs and make sure these monsters are finally in bed. I'll be right back.
I'm not gonna lie, Wilcott. I'm really excited to have a bowl of strawberry milkshake frosted flakes.
Yeah, I saw you post that. Like, I don't know if that's any good. As long as it don't taste like that strawberry milkshake. Well, strawberry frosty I had from Wendy's that time. Ugh, that was terrible.
I like the strawberry frosty from Wendy's. It just depends on my area, the time of day you go to get it.
See, that's what I'm thinking. You got to get it at the right time. But the one I had, oh God, it was awful.
Nah, dude, it was between that and a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And I picked the Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, it's different. Got to try it anyway.
Oh, I was looking for Rice Krispie Treat cereal, but I couldn't find that.
Then you just get Cocoa Pebbles or Fruity Pebbles.
Nah. No. Nope. Absolutely not. I love Fruity Pebbles, but after 30 seconds, the whole bowl gets soggy. I'm good on that. Then it's like you're just eating milk soup. Am I lying?
Yep. I'm talking about what Stacy and Duty Bird is talking about.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was from a truck stop Wendy's.
I thought they were bringing up lot lizards again.
No, they're talking about the milkshakes making you into a straight shooter.
Hey, Mickey Gino, dude, if you don't eat a bowl of Fruity Pebbles like in 30 seconds fast, as soon as you put the milk into it, it turns into nothing but milk soup. I love Fruity Pebbles. Absolutely. Oh my God. All right. Now I had a video. Hold on. What the fuck was it?
Was it of the purple mattress?
I have no idea what the hell a purple mattress is. What is this about? No. It was. Where is it? Oh, damn, can I bring it up? No, Truth has to bring it up. I can't do it on my what's the name? When he comes back, I'm gonna have him bring up the giant spine video. Now I sent you that.
Oh
book,
yeah.
Right?
Yep.
What do you think that was? It looked like a spine and rib cage, right? With
It looked like a very long spine. But the
maybe
actual
maybe a giant snake, maybe.
Is it a snake or something else, like a dinosaur, dragon? Because what supposedly in China, but there's no way to get scale of how big it was.
Well, it's on the top of a mountain ridge. Damn, what? You know what? I can't save this shit.
Okay, I found it.
Can you share it?
Let me see.
Hold on, I gotta bring up my. If I bring up my Facebook, I'm pretty sure I can send it to him. Right now, open Facebook.
Messenger. Okay, check your messenger.
See, because I yeah, I have to I have to log into my Facebook on my laptop, which I never have open. There. Close. Messenger. That's an attachment. All right. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now. Where it has like the Sasquatches running around in the forest, like, oh, my baby uses. Okay, yeah,
yeah.
I thought you just sent me the damn spine video.
Oh no! I'm sending that damn Sasquatch.
Hey, Wilcott, mind if I play what I sent you earlier?
I seen a video like 5-6 years ago. I thought you was sending me the spine video. Oh, damn it!
Oh, where'd he go? All right, so everybody, I'm earlier today. I hooked Wilcott up with some, and I think he likes it, so I'm going to play it for you guys. Look at Willie Cut's new intro.
Take that. Hold on. You gotta take that Lexus thing off the screen.
Take what? I know, dude.
Yeah, if you're gonna.
I know what I'm doing. Hold on, let me add Dave back. I know what I'm doing.
Hope so.
All right, everybody. So Wilcott, yo, I'm about to show him what I sent you earlier, dude. So hopefully,
Adam, don't get it twisted, Adam. I'm making me a steak, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwich in the morning. Don't get that twisted. That's yeah.
All right, everybody. This is the intro for Dave's Cryptid Adventures. Check this out.
Take us off the screen completely.
I will. Chill out.
Gotta bring this up a little bit.
you guys think?
That was pretty dope. I like that.
No, yeah, I definitely like that.
I was kind of waiting for a hard bass line to drop, but
Nah, that it keeps the suspense with that. I like that one. Nah, we just two knuckleheads that hop on YouTube with each other. Believe me, if you guys knew me in basketball when we were younger, dude, you would have thought we were absolute lunatics. Just only because of the stuff we would do to each other. Like we'd sitting at our friend's house. I'd look over at him, he'd look over at me, and we'd just start laughing at each other like madmen. And then our boys would start laughing, like, "Yo, what the hell are you guys laughing at?" Like I'd point at him, he'd point at me, and it'd be over. I don't know. We're weird. But yeah, that's Will Cut. Unmute yourself, dude.
damn, where Will Cut
Oh.
go? He's
I was sitting there trying to find this damn. No, sitting there trying to find that damn spine supposed to be out in the desert. I can't find it.
I think I'm pretty sure I got it.
I thought you was getting attacked by a lot lizard right there for a second.
No, I ain't been none around here. Now, had a not good fight out here last night, though. It was right before my show. I was like, shit, I need to record this.
You said the spine video, right, Bass? I got it. Hold on, I got it. Oh, Will Cut and Bama, yo, you guys saw that video I sent you that said "Dirty Work Inc." is real, right?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anybody
I heard about that last year. I mean, like, not 2023. I mean, like 2022.
Wow. So technically 2 years ago. All right, get this off the screen. I found the
Not to mention the movie is coming out.
Now, hold on.
Off the worst verse.
Now, hold on.
I think there's something to it. I think
Now,
they might have
hold
just.
on a
I think they loosely based that movie off of worst verse. I wouldn't be surprised if there's more after that. What now? What do you want? What?
I was gonna say, while you were playing the video, Dave had himself on mute. Dave, what do you think about the intro?
Oh, I like it. I didn't even know I had myself on mute. And I was like, yeah, I like it.
Hey man, I'm glad you like it, dude. Now put it in front of your videos.
Yeah, want to learn how.
Oh, dude, you put it. You can do it right on StreamYard. Go into your brand, right? You go and click what I sent you in the messenger. Download it to your phone. Open StreamYard up on your phone. Go to your brand, and put it in your videos for your brand. Yeah, I'll walk you through.
Okay.
All right, so this is that spine video Bass has been talking about for like an hour already. My turn. I'm gonna kill the music a little bit on that because it's really loud. But check this out. Look, see the vertebrae right here?
Yeah.
Now, you see that, right? So, let me bring up. I'm going to bring this up here now. I have on the floating around like if you're on TikTok, you've probably seen it. It's a video out of like helicopters over it's shit. Antarctica.
Dude, tell me that doesn't look like a giant spine.
Exactly what I'm talking about here.
It does.
It does. That's I'm looking for the video. All right, here it is.
Dude.
So, all right, I got this video.
I would say.
All right. So check this out.
I see what you're saying.
Now this video.
I see what you're saying, Jackie. That would be the biggest snake recorded with the fossils is the Titan boa, right? But that thing dwarfs the Titan boa.
Big time.
That makes the Titan boa look like an ant. What? I don't know what that. I wish you could see from like the entire clip, from like the end of it, all the way up to the top to see like
cranberry juice tastes like it doesn't want to be.
Or at least have a person close by so you can get the better scale of it.
Yeah.
All right.
But
so,
you know what? You really don't need that because you can obviously tell us on top of a mountain or like a mountain ridge.
Yeah, but how big is the mountain? That makes a big difference.
What the?
Now check this out.
Because that could be just a hill.
I'm working through something here, right? Because this reminds me of something. Now, in the last 2 years or so, there was a video that's been floating around of a group of helicopters flying over a few giant creatures in the water. Now I'm gonna play that for you right now. But keep this picture in mind when you watch this next video. Right? Now, take that off the screen. We're going to share this one out because you can only share one at a time. So remember this video, maybe you guys do, this video making the rounds a while back. Now, that video we just watched, that giant spine, right? Look at this. Now, I don't know if this is real or not, but it kind of lines up with that giant spine. Alright. So let's take this one off the screen because there's a better version of that one. Now, you saw that video. I'm gonna bring back up the spine video, or yeah, the spine screen. Now, you see any correlation there? Because I kind of do.
Yeah, a little bit.
Let me see. I'm going to see if I can find any better version of that damn that helicopter video. Because that wasn't the one I was looking for.
Damn, I'm not too sure about that video, but I did see the video where the dude was walking out into like maybe 2.5 feet of water, and he came across that giant crab claw.
Oh
Did you see
yeah.
that one? Like the shit was as big as my desk.
Just give me a minute.
Well, think about it, man. All right, so hear me out on this, right? Hear me out on this. We know more about outer space than we do our own oceans.
Yep.
What is hanging down there at the bottom of the Mariana Trench? Me personally, I wholeheartedly believe that we still have megalodons swimming around. There might not be as many,
Hell
but
yeah.
I believe there's a couple.
Well, you got to think how big the world is, so there's got to be at least 40 or 50.
That might be too much.
Oh, there's at least one, because remember the story came out a couple of years ago about that great white shark who they thought was eaten.
Yep.
Yeah, they tagged it.
They said
and all of a sudden it just. Go ahead.
It's like the temperature rose on the beacon, like it was swallowed by something, and then it deep dived really fast.
Yep. Then they noticed that the temperature around that beacon,
of course, when I want to find
was warmer than the ocean water at that depth.
Of course, when I want to find the
Well, yeah, dude. Have you ever seen the have you ever seen the supposed aerial footage of a megalodon swimming next to one of the submarines? And it was about as big as the submarine was. It was kind of like a green. It wasn't black and white. It was kind of like old vintage type of photo.
Oh,
It was
it
like
was about the U-boats. It was World War II.
And it was like swimming right next to it, and they gave a length on it. It was either as big, if not bigger, than that boat.
All right, this
is
like
at least half the size of that U-boat.
So yeah, I wholeheartedly believe we still have man. I hate to admit it. But I'm starting to believe in mermaids, man. Like mermaids, sirens. Just from that one dude that was on TikTok who was always out in the ocean, and he had these things like swimming next to him, calling out for him and stuff like that. Then all of a sudden, he gets back to the dock. He gets back home, goes back to the dock a few days later, and like they built a scientific lab in his ship.
Yeah.
Damn, that's lame.
Of course, when I want to find that exact video, I can't find the damn thing. But okay, so you guys ever hear me talk about the Ningen, Ningen? It's a supposed massive creature. It's a massive humanoid creature that resides in the water. And This video is from a while back. You want to see what one apparently looks like?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to take that off.
Ningen captured on camera by a Japanese Navy vessel. Ningen are humanoid creatures rumored to inhabit the Antarctic.
What the hell could that be? Yeah, that's one of the things. But I can't, like I said, I can't find the exact video of that spine of that one creature I was looking at. Ooh, what is this? That interesting. All right, I'm going to bring up Duty Bird. Just sent me a pretty interesting picture, so we're going to bring that up. This is apparently on the side of a mountain in China. That definitely looks reptilian-ish. So it looks like it's this one start. It looks like this one starts right here. All right. Then that's the neck. It's the body. It's one of the limbs here for the upper body, limb here for the lower body, and then the tail's right here. This one I can't tell.
That's the head right there.
This one starts right. Yeah, I think this one starts right here, and then that's the neck. That's the upper body. Yeah, because that looks like that's hip bones right there.
That looks two different ones. The one on the right looks like like a plesiosaur, and the left is almost like the creature from the Black Lagoon. But the legs could be more mermaid-like. Could be like exoskeleton.
No, these look more reptilian-ish. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I said. Creature from the Black Lagoon is like a reptilian.
Looks like a mermaid and a lizard beside it. I don't know.
Because it could be like have scales that are like armor.
So Bam brought up that comment. All right, so Bama said, "A truth bass. What if these creatures are coming from the other side of the ice?" Well, I remember Albert Bird saw a big mammoth. All right, so Here's my 2 cents on that. They sent Admiral Byrd down there, right? What was the name of his operation?
Hey, John.
All right. So they send down the foremost polar explorer there is at the time, leading a military expedition on an operation called Project High Jump, where the consensus is that down there near Antarctica, it's actually a giant ice wall. Right? That's what the Earthers say. That's what the going theory is. That Antarctica is a giant ice wall. Now, when you take that theory into account, this ice wall theory, right? And you look at Admiral Byrd, the title of Admiral Byrd's operation, which was Operation High Jump, makes a little more, gives a little bit more of a different definition, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because you're gonna try to high jump over the wall, right? They don't name these military expeditions or these military things all willy-nilly. This stuff is thought out. Like when they detonated the nuclear explosions in the upper atmosphere, what do they call it? They call that project Fishbowl. Wonder why they called it Project Fishbowl. Now, so we get into this. So we're talking about this ice wall theory, and the ice wall theory is followed. A lot of people who followed flat theory followed ice wall theory. I am not a flat Earth proponent per se. I do think they are onto something, but I don't think they're right. The theory is that, break it down for you. The theory is that the Earth is flat, right? And in this flat, there's a bunch of domes, and in these domes, there's different civilizations. Now, I think that it's not flat. No, it's not flat. It's bigger than what we're being told, hence more land, hence the term extraterrestrial, extra land, right? But I think it's bigger than what we're being told, and I think it's more along the lines of a golf ball. And because remember the whole theory that Earth is a prison planet and all this other stuff like that. I think that it's more like a golf ball, and we're in one of those little divots. So is another civilization, so is another civilization, so is another civilization. That's my theory. Could be wrong, could be right, I don't know. It's just I like getting the old gray matter working. But I digress back to Admiral Byrd. Taking into account that ice wall theory, right, and then the name of his mission, Operation High Jump, it's pretty interesting. And then reports of scientists talking about sky ice down there, which is strange as hell.
Markham. Well, have you ever came across a video where they got down there near the ice wall, and like they're basically sitting right in the middle of like how can I show this? Rocky water and calm water. Like to your left would be calm water, and to your right would be rocky water. But they're near the ice wall.
Just saying, They're not going to let us out of our little sandbox. Listen, I have
because they don't want the truth about the world to be out. The world and the universe.
If there was information out there, because Almer Bird said it in that Argentina interview, he's like, yo, there's more land out there to be explored if one has the means. We just don't have, none of us have the means to go explore that shit.
Well, think about it. About a year and a half ago, didn't they just find like another 1,000 islands?
Yeah, how you just find 1,000 islands?
Map 1,000 islands. That's crazy.
That doesn't happen. Yeah, supposedly 3 openings. Yeah, upstairs in my book bag, I have I have 3 books. It's the Tale of the Navigator Who Crossed the Ice Wall. And it's like two other books that explain what the
exactly
the civilizations are over there.
Exactly, Wedge. There you go.
So you know what? Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go grab a golf ball and I'm gonna go grab the cover of this book and I'm gonna show you it. It'll show you what I'm talking about.
I think instead of divots, you're actually talking about being like a snow globe sticking to another planet or a main planet, and there's more snow globes around it instead of divots.
I see where you're going with this, Dave.
Because then you got the fishbowl.
It would be like like if you put a bunch of marbles. All right, it would be like you put a bunch of marbles at the bottom of a fishbowl. How like certain marbles are touching each other on the sides and whatnot.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Or like what was that one little toy?
I was about to say that's a great Men in Black 1 theory. At the end of the movie, where they have the giant alien playing marbles with the with the galaxies.
Yeah.
Now, truth, you try to explain this whole golf ball theory to me, right? It took me a minute to like see what he was talking about, but it absolutely makes sense. And I have like my old boss, he's a huge. All right, I don't want to call him a flat earther. He's more a Earth being the shape of a football. If that makes sense to you.
Okay, like the old footballs.
Yeah, like
instead of the
not the NFL with like the college football.
Yeah,
that's what he thinks the Earth is like. I'm like, then I explained to him Truth's golf ball theory with like the divots in the ball and whatnot. And he's like, that actually makes sense. But he's basically a firmament guy. Have we gotten through the firmament?
All right, so check this out, right? This is Terra Infinitia, extraterrestrial worlds and their civilizations, right? So look at the cover of that book, right? So
make all these
all right. All right. So you see all these circles here, all these round, all these spots. These are supposed like different civilizations and stuff. Now this is what they use for in their flat Earth theory, right? This map It's called the Nos Confunden map, I believe. Now, you take that map, all right? Let me see if I can find a decent picture inside one of these books, which I doubt I will be able to. Wait a second. I think I got one. All right, so we're gonna bookmark that one real quick. Give me 2 seconds, all right? You guys know how we do it over here. It's all impromptu. All right.
Well, I
So
hope
check
everyone had a good Sunday.
Check this out. You see that picture there? I know it's out of focus right now, but that is the supposed different types of lands that exist beyond the quote-unquote ice wall that they talk about, right? And an example would be that. That's supposedly the lands of Mars, right? So you take this map. My theory is you take this map, right? And then you take this. See that golf ball there? See those divots? You take this, you wrap this map around this, and in these different civilizations, that's your divots, right? So they want to come. They want to say we have a dome over us, a firmament that we can't reach. Fair enough. This is what it looks like. This map, this is what this map looks like in my theory, right? And if there is a quote unquote firmament, ice wall, whatever you have, it's top. All those everybody's little dome, it's topped off. That's my theory. I don't know. I could be on some. I could be a raving lunatic. Don't really care. But
that kind of goes with what I just. That kind of goes with what I just said. Like you take a marble, you throw it in the bottom of a fishbowl where you have a bunch of other marbles. They're gonna touch.
Yep. So, like I said, like in the golf ball, you see the little walls between the divots. That's your ice walls. That's your divisions between the civilizations there. I don't know. I like thinking about stuff because the crap that goes on this planet is just horrible, guys. That's why I don't watch the news. That's why I don't watch regular media news. So I'd rather think about stuff like, maybe our world is shaped like a golf ball. Maybe there's portals, right? Portals might be. They might have figured. They might be a way to get from, say, point A to point B. I don't know.
Well, now hold on. Let's back this up a little bit. You said something about Mars, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was that article you posted in the Facebook group about Mars? I didn't really read it.
Hold on, I got Facebook up right now. Get off. Where the hell?
Oh, hey, G&A.
Oh, what's up, G&A? How you doing?
I hope everybody had a good Sunday. Thank you for joining us tonight.
No, one of us didn't.
Yeah.
That's neither here or there.
Yeah, cowgirl. The cowgirl. Get a cowgirl.
It was just a shitty Sunday all around. You know what I'm saying? It was just one of those days.
Cowgirl.
I should have.
Cowgirl.
You know what I should have did? I tell you what. This is how my day should have went. I should have woke up this morning, watched a little bit of TV, ate an edible, and went back to sleep for 12 hours. That's how my day
I
should
wish
be.
I had an edible to sleep for 12 hours.
The cowgirls. Hold on, where the hell is it?
Actually, you know what? I ain't got nothing to do tomorrow. Wait. Yeah, I'm
Here it is.
off.
Okay.
I'm about to make
So
a
here it is.
brownie
Mars
tomorrow.
reveal. Oh, hold on, let me put it up on the screen.
Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
It's legal in New York. I was about to say, why the hell did it disappear? All right, so check this out. Mars reveals strange polygon play. Pay attention, scientists have recently discovered bizarre polygon structures buried beneath the surface of Mars. Cutting edge enhancements in space tech facilitated. It contributes a fascinating new chapter to our understanding of the Martian landscape and its history. Zurong, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, delved beneath the surface of Mars to discover 16 fascinating polygonal structures. Not only, I'm just reading some of the highlighted stuff. Not only do these polygons lie approximately 35, nearly 2 kilometers. Hopefully, these fractures provide more clues around this climatic past. So, yeah. Could you remember in the early 2000s when that video of the moon first surfaced, that there was huge crystalline structures on the moon, and Art Bell interviewed a guy who talks about a rail system that was found there on Mars. Remember that, Bass?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Like I said. All right, Bam. If you're tired, homie, go to bed. Don't pass out on your monitor. And a keyboard with a keyboard on your face. Yeah, I don't do the news. Everything's doom and gloom on. Go ahead.
You remember on ETS they had the one article where they talked about there was a human civilization on Mars that was one of our underground bases, quote unquote, that was taken over. It was one of our underground facilities that they have.
Yeah.
Or taken over
This is back when the website Above Top Secret was actually worth something. You actually find some information on there. Transformers, Dark of the Moon. Yep. Damn, I keep dropping that golf ball. That Art Bell broadcast. Yeah.
Yep.
The hell, Moonfall. If you guys haven't seen that movie, you guys need to check that out. It's a great movie, Moonfall. It's about it's like the hollow moon theory, that the moon's artificial. That's a great movie. Yeah. One guy was talking about them finding a perfect decahedron down in one of the canyons on Mars. Yeah, no shit. Dark Mission: The Secret History of NASA. Yes, this one has this actually has pictures of some of these crystalline structures that they claim they've seen on the moon because they've done contrast and everything else like that. And
damn, when was the last time you opened up that book? I hear the page cracking.
Well, no, that's the.
When was
that's
the last
the,
time you opened up that book? I hear the pages cracking.
That's the pictures that's doing that. The pictures are in the middle of the book. But one of the most interesting pictures on here, even more than the face on Mars, interesting. That one. Right there. Right there on your screen. Data's head. That is taken. That zoom, the one on the bottom here is zoomed in from that picture. What does that look like to you guys? That looks like
Weird face.
That looks like that's look like a robot head. All right. Like so, and this book was written by what's his name? Richard C. Hoagland. I like Hoagland. Very long-winded. But I do like Richard C. Hoagland because he does present genuine information. Hold on, let me find some crystalline structures joints here. Yeah, like when they took some of the photos from NASA and zoom and like this is what they got in the background when they lightened them up. When they lightened up the background of some of these NASA quote unquote pictures. Yeah.
Well, you had that one gentleman. You had that one gentleman that was on the. If you go back and you find the first disclosure with Stephen Greer, where he did the interview with like a bunch of military officials and whatnot. There's the one gentleman who talks about what he's seen in like photos on the moon. What was it? The Disclosure Project, the first one. It was like two parts where you had military people, civilians who worked for the military. That's the same one. That's the same series of interviews where you came across that guy that was down in Argentina and he said that he seen the UFO crash and they came up on it and there was like something oozing out of it.
Yeah.
He was told to shut up. Going back to the moon. You remember those I don't know how real they were, but the videos that came out like maybe 10, 15 years ago where it was supposed astronauts walking through structures on the moon.
Yeah, the videos hit YouTube in its infancy, and they did a lot of floating around on chat boards and stuff like that, and then they disappeared for a while. It was the same thing as that Glimmerman attack video. The one we found out in the early 2000s was like, oh, what the hell is this? And then it disappeared. You couldn't find it again for however long.
Yep, and that guy. Yep, and that guy down there in Australia, I think his name was Dill Pickle, who had the aliens in his backyard. One of them just tried to snatch him that one time.
Yeah, those videos are the people.
I think his name was like Dill Pickle.
Those videos are videos people are trying to put out now. Like, oh, this is just happening now. No, this is from like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You can't boo me.
They're
I've
just
been
trying to
looking
get the
into
NPCs up to speed. You know what I'm saying?
been looking into stuff since I was like, since me and Baz were like 12, maybe even earlier than that. You're not gonna get a lot past me. Sorry. Not in regards to like
Just
aliens
trying
and
to get the
UFOs.
just trying to get
Bigfoot's
the NPCs
Bigfoot and
up to
cryptids.
speed.
What about the story of where and how they found the Mona Lisa alien? That is a good story. The Mona Lisa alien. I remember when that video first came out. I think that was like what they say the Apollo 20 missions. That was. Yeah, I believe that was the Apollo 20 mission. Because like in the earliest 2000s, that was one thing I really deep dove into these secret Apollo missions. Is how why I purchased that book. That book is super old, and because I thought it was pretty interesting that if there was secret missions that they got away with going back up there without nobody knowing about it. And when they went up there, they were just up there researching shit that they found. And then you start coming across the videos of like the astronauts floating through these huge superstructures, and then the people doing interviews about they took these NASA mosaics, right, of the moon, and they would take them and zoom in on them and just pick them apart piece by piece, and they were finding satellite systems, tube systems, rail guns, all kinds of wild stuff in these pictures. And then remember, you got in the early 2000s with Stephen Greer when he was doing the Disclosure Project. You had the woman in the booth talk about how they airbrush out all that stuff.
Yep.
So that means you believe we got up there with a Chevy big block.
I don't believe that for a second. I think that what they put out on TV is not really what happened. They filmed Kubrick said Kubrick did a deathbed confession saying he filmed it. He said that on camera, right? So
I got one for you. How the hell can we call the astronauts up there on a landline? And if I go into a bad valley, I lose service on my cell phone.
Couldn't tell you. Now, I think they did. I think, but if you take into account this golf ball theory, right, and that we're all in domes and everything like that, what if Mars is the next dome over? What if the moon is next dome that way? What if Uranus is next dome that way? What if Alpha Draconis is like two, 3 domes that way? I don't know. The damn this reality that we're in, it's been subterfuged so much that we'll probably never get any of the information we need to really make rational decisions in this lifetime. Just saying. Yeah. I'm just gonna say you got weird people, right? You got aliens, UFOs, cryptids, cave creatures, giants, ghosts, goblins, fae folk, I wouldn't call them tulpas, but it's what Slender Man is. A mass, like people focusing on something, and it generates it, like creates itself. That's how Slender Man apparently came into being. People focused on that shit, and it became a thing. Um, a NASA panel on the news said that they were just on the edge of being able to safely send people through the Van Allen belt without burning to death from radiation. Well, how did the others get through? Because they didn't. They haven't.
What if the Van Allen belt is a lie?
Like I said, I think what they showed the American public is not what they were having, not what they had. Because remember, when was the moon landing?
1960. Nine?
All right. So 1969. So 25 years? 23 years? 22? 1947. How many years between that and 1969? 22? So the moon landing happens in 1969, right? But in 1947, you have the quote unquote Roswell crash with all this secret tech. Now, think about this: you've got the Cold War going on, right? And what's the main goal in this Cold War? To beat the Ruskies at everything, right? So the propaganda machine gets in motion, and you say, "Yo, we're going to go to the moon," but you know good and well, the people in these programs know good and well you're not going to let you're in a war and a competition with Russia. You're not going to pull out. You're not going to let them know you have this kind of tech, right? So you'll put on a front and a facade. I mean, you got one of the greatest directors in history working with you, right? So they film that, but while they're filming that, they actually use this other tech that they've been developing since the 1940s. If they were able to manage and get it working, and then that became the dawning of your second secret space program, which was able to go up to say like do that Mona Lisa mission.
Well, there's another thing. At the Roswell crash, what if one of them lived? Was able to give them information. Therefore, they were able to beat the Russians by using Kubrick while secretly going up the moon with one astronaut in the exchange program. That way they found out, especially about the dark side of the moon.
Yep, Corso said we had help. Corso was the technology liaison. I'm definitely hearing that cat now.
I hear it now.
All right, guys. I think we're going to shut this one down. We've been going like 3.5 hours. But thank you guys for joining us on episode. Hold up, let me see. I got a question. The question just popped up. How long were those people up there with the aliens? I don't know, because Yeah, I don't know because there's a lot of weird stuff that went on with that. Dude, you got some of the astronauts saying they can't remember going up there, which probably means they were subjected to some stuff after they came back, or they were subjected to some stuff before the missions to make them think that they went up there. I don't know, no idea,
Right. But the secret missions of sending them to the moon was the precursor of sending others to Mars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I do think our secret space program has been in full effect since the 70s. What do you think? That's mainly where the TR3Bs are used. If you don't know what a TR3B is, you're slacking. But yep, I think we're gonna end this one. I want to go eat some big ZD, but if I do that at 1:50 in the morning, you guys will never hear from me again. But thank you guys again for joining us. Maybe we'll do one tomorrow. I don't know. I got a lot of children laundry to do. So, but we will be back again. Thank you guys for showing up, enjoying the show, interacting with us, and yeah. See you on the next one, everybody. Woke up, Bash, got anything?
Have a good night.
Yep. Have a good night.
All right, guys, ladies.